Abby.
Is it on? Is
Yeah.
it recording? Oh, great.
Tell us why you got so tickled this morning that you started crying in the middle of church service.
I laughed so hard I cried. It was so bad. And I was standing directly in his line of vision. The guy... Okay.
The one-man show.
The one-man show. This little bitty church, country church. It actually really reminds me of the church that I grew up in Arcadia, Kansas. But they don't have a worship minister. They have one guy who does everything. He does Sunday school, he does the worship time, and then after each song, he stops and analyzes every single verse of the song. So they don't have a band or anything. They have a tape that they sing along with. And bless his heart, he sings so loud, and he can carry a tune, sort of. But
do your
doesn't have a very
impression.
nice voice. He's like, I love to tell the story. Singing so loud. I was across the whole back. There was one long bench in front of the baptistry, and I was sitting directly in, like, he was facing me, and I was facing him, and I was holding my hymnal up over my face. And giggling so hard I started to cry.
And then
it made Melissa laugh. And then the tape,
they had a gremlin.
it was so bad.
Dude, the gremlin.
For one of the verses, like, they had different parts take the lead, and they had the bass come in, and he sounded like a tuba. I'm like, I love you, Dad. It was so bad. And we were about to get up and present. I giggled through communion. Like, and then the same guy who led Sunday school and led the worship, analyzed all the verses, gets up, gives the communion meditation, and then he, by himself, takes the trays and passes them to everyone. No one else gets up to do it. And then he goes back up. He, by himself, gives the offering meditation, goes up and passes the offering plate. He introduced us, we spoke, and then he got back up, thanked us, and closed us in prayer. And apparently a lot of times he preaches, so I don't know if no one else in the church is willing to serve, and so he's just filling a need, or if he really is just the one-man show. But I got so tickled. Fortunately, I wasn't, like, laughing loud. I was just, like, my shoulders were shaking, and Melissa...
Your lips were quivering, too.
I know. Melissa kept looking at me, and then when I had been fighting the laughter for a while, but when the bass came in, I couldn't do it. And so then Melissa starts looking sideways at me, and then she starts giggling, and she's like, Abby, I can't stop laughing. Oh, goodness.
It was funny, too, because the whole time during the, Sunday school, he talked the whole time. So I was like, is this supposed to be like you
Melissa kept trying
or...
to answer questions. The resounding silence. He would ask a question and everyone, like there were 6, 7 people maybe at Sunday school.
Yeah.
All sitting around these folded white table. And and he would ask a question and everyone would just sit there.
Yeah, and I kept
Total
going,
silence, and I'm fine with silence, but Melissa is not.
I am not okay with silence. And I was answering what he was asking, and I was like, not challenging him, but I was trying to like get some deeper
discussion
going, and he was like,
and he
resistant, and he just goes like,
like he kind of criticized the missionary that was here last night.
Yeah, he criticized him in front of us, and which whatever.
We've heard some interesting stories.
We've heard some stories, but I kept saying, well, my translation says this. Now let's compare the translation. And he's like, well, why do you think that Jews did this? I don't know. It was like, well, I know that this is why I do it, and this is what we were taught at Bible college.
What?
Well, Jews did this because this. I was like, And then everything had to relate back to Mormons. I have no idea.
His experience with the Mormons.
Everything had to relate to his Mormon's experience. And, well, you know, when Peggy, Sue, and I meet with the Mormons, the Mormon elders down at the church, every week we meet with the Mormons.
And he was
like,
wearing this neck scarf
neck scarf
that
was
killed me. It was black.
he looked like a woman out of the 40s. And it was, and he kind of...
You're gonna make fun of his physical deformity.
I was still going, is that the sweater?
Is that the sweater? No, he probably has scoliosis. That'd be one bad sweater. You need to throw that sucker out.
I don't know, I just felt bad for him, but he's an unmarried man.
Is he unmarried?
Yeah, I didn't see a ring, so I don't know. He's smart. He takes a lot of pride in knowing things, so and he likes to talk about it.
He
So.
likes to talk about everything he knows.
Everything he knows.
I like this verse because it has this word in it. If you think about it, that word means this.
And that parallels to that.
that
And that's
parallel-
why the Jews did it.
And that's why the Mormons don't like it.
And now let's talk about Ross Axe.
It was like, is he gonna get up later, like next Sunday, and like criticize what we said?
did.
I have a feeling that was not a presentation like they're used to.
No.
And we booked it through our presentation. We had 30 minutes.
That's because the one-man show took 35 minutes. We got up to start at 11:35.
No, 10:35, and they're
Yeah,
usually done
10:35.
by 11.
Yeah.
And we had a video. We wanted to leave time for question and answer. Like, we tore through that. But
It was
several
great.
people said that we did a great job, so that's good to know. But
And now we're on our way to Grenada,
Colorado.
Colorado.
I'm assuming.
And
it's
then we're
Colorado.
headed to the ghost town near Eads.
Yes, we're very excited about visiting the ghost town again. This is our lovely
Frontier.
scenery.
Oh, look, there's a rundown shack.
Ooh,
Up
where?
ahead. Up ahead.
We love these rundown shacks, as you can probably guess from.
Tell people why you think they're rundown, Abby.
I don't know.
No, what'd you say? They're part of the frontier age.
I said this used to be the frontier. People came out here and ranched and farmed and then moved on to do other crap with
And
their
their
lives.
shacks are still
And
here.
their shacks are still here. You can't. Where's this shack?
Up there.
Keep trying to film it and there's nothing. Very sorry for this boring film. Anyway, that was our experience.
That was our experience. We made it through the church.
You look like you're glowing in this video. Seriously, it's ridiculous. Anyway, this is what Melissa looks like if she were albino.
See, there it is.
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
You see?
Wow.
We keep coming across creepy places.
And you can see straight through that one.
You can see straight through the one that we went through to the other day. Yeah, that looks like a big white light on the video. Anyway, there you go.
That's our experience.
We'll
One
check
more
back
church.
in. Yeah, one
Another
more
abandoned
church.
shack.
Yes, there's another one. Very exciting.
It's been a fun morning. Trying to discuss deep religious sides, but some people just like to dominate. So,
True story.
I don't know.
I don't know.